Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of Wrestling's Real, the unfiltered and partially censored video podcast in which we cover the best and worst shows in the history of professional wrestling. I am Andy, flanked by the CM Punk Rock to my Vince McMagma, Kyle.
Well, hopefully I'm not in that McMagma Rob Fish bar.
Oh yeah, don't be in that.
Don't put me in that.
As always, we got our brother from another mother, the Marble Henry of the group, Mario.
Yabba dabba doo. I'm so happy to be here for you, Wrestling's Real community. This is going to be a very interesting episode. Please lock in and have a good time, because I'm having a good time. I don't know about you boys.
I'm having a great time. This is going to be so relaxed. This is going to be so stress-free. The Road to WrestleMania 21 marathon is in the books. I went ahead and made a playlist of the WrestleMania 21 marathon, so if you want to relive the Wrestling's Real Goes Hollywood arc, the link for the playlist is in the description below. As always, thank you so much for your support, not just for the marathon, but for the channel as a whole. You guys are our brothers and sisters, and we love you.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. Much love.
WrestleMania 41 is also in the rearview mirror. Now that the dust is settled, what did you boys think of this year's Mania?
I love how we're doing our WrestleMania coverage in a video that's called Stone Age Smackdown.
That's right.
It's a hidden gem.
It's in a Flintstones related environment. I love that. Overall, I thought it was a good pay-per-view. It was good. It was a good Mania. It just kind of sucks getting out of it where the punctuation at the end of that WrestleMania kind of felt weird, and it didn't feel like we had like a culmination to this ending in this WrestleMania. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. For me, night one was an okay show with a great main event.
Yes.
And night two was mostly a great show with a pretty poopy main event. It was just disappointing.
Felt like a fart in church.
Yeah. I mean, if I never have to hear fiend for the rest of my life, I'm a happy guy. Mario, what about you, brother?
Yeah, the more I think about it, you get that essential high of watching the show live, and it's like, oh my God, it's WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Awesome. But the more you think about it, kind of a disappointing finish. Of course, now we've got more insider news on Rock saying that the WrestleMania 41 did not need the final boss, when it's the complete opposite. I think it really needed the final boss.
I kind of did.
But I think all in all, still a good show. I kind of was talking to a lot of people about it. I'm like, yes, WrestleMania is the biggest show of the year. It's a Super Bowl, and we have been kind of spoiled the last few years with, Spot Fest last year with, Rock coming out and Cena.
Oh, it was crazy.
Yeah, then we have WrestleMania 38 where Steve Austin came back. So I was expecting, obviously, if you watch our prediction show, I had some big thoughts going in, and we got a lot of predictions right, by the way.
We did.
We did a good job, but definitely was a little disappointed in that finish of night two, because where the hell is The Rock, and who the fuck is Travis Scott?
Especially when you see Travis Scott come out to cost Cody the match, and The Rock doesn't come out with him.
Do you guys think
it's so weird?
Is this a work?
No.
This is just The Rock not caring about the business.
I'm at the point where it's like the whole thing was John Cena said he's going to ruin wrestling. I think The Rock is ruining wrestling.
He wants you to believe that this is all part of the story. Because if it was part of the story, he would have showed up at WrestleMania. There would have been something bigger at WrestleMania.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. That's not the ending I'm sure Triple H wanted.
Absolutely not. And Rock threw Triple H under the bus on the Pat McAfee show. 100% threw Triple H under the bus. And Rock has all his shit going on. He's got his skincare thing. He's got Terramana tequila.
Yeah, he has a lot of stuff going on. He's very busy.
The Smashing Machine trailer looked sick.
Oh yeah, he does look good.
We shouldn't fucking expect much.
No, we shouldn't.
We got excited from the final boss thing.
I saw a cardboard cutout of him at Applebee's the other day and I wanted to fucking punch it. He makes me so mad.
Like an Arnold scene, Turbo Man.
And it kicks him back.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Overall, Mania this year was kind of a dud, but
it was good. It was I can't really complain overall. It wasn't like a horrible Mania or anything like that.
No, not at all.
I'm glad Cena broke the record. It's just the way how they did it doesn't really help Cody at the end of the day when he comes back.
Not at all.
You gotta turn heel, or you need Cody to have Rock come back and they settle it. Something like that.
Yeah, hopefully good things to come in this John Cena retirement tour. We'll see what happens in the future. So let's address the elephant in the room. You guys at home probably saw this thumbnail and thought, what the fuck? I want to make it a tradition where after we cover a WrestleMania, we cover something a little more obscure. Last year, it was the 1987 Slammy Awards. My personal favorite Wrestling's Real episode. I love that
That was a
episode.
fun episode. I really liked those Slammies. They
That
were
was so much
really
fun.
really entertaining.
This year, we're going back, all the way back to 10,000 BC, where the Flintstones universe and the WWE universe become one. You boys are hyped for this, right?
Well, this is really cool because this is the first time sports entertainment was invented.
That's true.
So this is very important in our timeline.
It really is. Before we dive in, let me provide a little context onto why this is a thing. And
yeah, Andrew, explain why. I love how we watch the Slammies and you're like, you know what? The next obscure thing we should do has nothing to do with fucking wrestling.
What are you talking about?
Let's watch Flintstones.
What are you talking about?
Like, it does have to do with, well, it's not wrestling.
It is.
They say it in the whole movie. They refuse to say pro wrestling.
It's a dirty word. It's a dirty word. So in the early 2010s, WWE's PG era was in full effect. They catered less to the die-hard wrestling fan, more to the casual fan, family-friendly demographic. There were obviously glimmers of brilliance during that PG era.
For sure.
Like the pipe bomb and the Yes movement. But other than that,
The anti-corporate,
the anti-family-friendly shit. Other than that, it was somewhat embarrassing to be a WWE fan at that time.
it was. A lot of people were closeted wrestling fans.
Exactly. And were you a PG guy, Mario? Did you watch PG era at all?
No, that's around time I wasn't watching.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, I don't blame you one bit.
It was hard. During the height of this era, WWE Studios partnered up with Warner Brothers to make 4 animated movies crossing over with WWE with old Hanna Barbera properties. These weren't big budget, like theatrical pieces. This was shit
like
you would
straight to DVD
Yeah,
type
shit you'd
stuff,
see in a Walmart bin. You know what I'm saying? At the time, it made me cringe, but in hindsight, WWE was just trying to get that mainstream validation. And when I say mainstream validation, I mean Linda McMahon was running for U.S. Senate, and WWE needed that squeaky clean image, brother. Stand up for WWE!
Nah, I'm good.
On today's edition of Wrestling's Real, we're going to be covering one of those features. It's the Flintstones and WWE in Stone Age Smackdown.
Arguably one of the worst ones out of the cartoons they've released.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, and that's why I wanted to cover it.
I heard that the Scooby-Doo ones are pretty solid. Or
Yeah,
pretty good.
but
Yeah, Andrew's like, you know what? We're going to just downgrade ourselves to Stone Age Smackdown.
That's right. That's right. What do you boys say we get into it?
Let's do it.
Let's get it over with.
Our film opens in the town of Bedrock. We see Fred Flintstone lying in bed deep in thought, hoping that today will be the day that he gets his advance on his paycheck. Our buddy Fred here wants to take his family on a nice vacation. The clock strikes 8:16 and this motherfucker is late for work.
Damn. It'd be like that sometimes, though.
That's great merch right there. Fred 816 would have been a great shirt.
We get a cute little opening montage of Fred on his way to work, putting his life and others at stake. We get an early appearance from some of the WWE superstars here. Undertaker, Mysterio, Punk. They're all just vibing at Stonebucks.
Stonebucks. Gotta love that. Undertaker and Rey Mysterio just having a drink, shooting the shit. I don't know how I feel about Rey Mysterio in this.
I love my
He
favorite
looks
part.
weird.
My favorite part about all these characters is like all the other wrestlers, they have prehistoric gear, but Undertaker's just Undertaker
Still in ring gear.
with no shoes on.
Yeah.
That's what makes him prehistoric.
Everybody thinks that Undertaker came out of character when he did the last ride. He came out of character here. This is when kayfabe officially died for Taker.
Mark Calloway started to voice himself in a Flintstones cartoon.
Yeah, that's when it was all
Yeah.
downhill. At the Rock Quarry, we see Mr. Slate and his new employee, John Cena Stone. Yes, that's his name. Good for Cena Stone. Good for Cena Stone. I'm happy he has a job with health benefits.
It's great that he signed with Slate and he gave him Wario gear.
That was probably the color he was wearing at this time.
Oh, yeah, yellow,
During this time.
yellow and purple.
Or when...
Oh yeah, he was in.
Yeah, he used to wear a bunch of costumes.
Yeah, so this movie was in production throughout 2013. So this whole movie was animated 2013, voiced in 2013. Came out in 2015.
So Punk was already gone.
So by the time that it came out, Punk was already gone.
Long gone.
And WWE went to Warner Brothers and they're just like, can you take out Punk? And Warner
He's a pivotal role in that.
and Warner Brothers was like, absolutely not. We are not going to reanimate. We're not going to revoice. Like, he's in there.
You should have had Steve been like, Rock Cold or something.
No, just Stone Cold.
Stone Cold.
It's right there, Rock Cold.
Like,
What did you say?
Rock. Instead of call him Stone Cold, that's too on the nose. Call him Rock
But
Cold.
Cena Stone isn't.
Fred arrives late and within 30 seconds proceeds to almost kill his boss. This man has been a Bronto crane operator for years.
And he doesn't know any of the gimmicks.
How
He's
do
just
you
been
fuck up that bad?
Just napping on the job, man. What kind of worker is he?
Let me see. Maybe it's this one. It's like, what the fuck? You've been doing this for a while.
I think he's just ribbing him.
You think it's a rib?
He's killing the business.
I think he's just trying to get his lick in while he can because he hates his boss. Who doesn't?
Not only after arriving late, but nearly killing someone, Fred has the goddamn audacity to ask his boss for an advance on his vacation.
Right after he's just fucking whooped his ass.
Like, what are you doing, bro?
Perfect timing.
That's like Steve Austin pouring the cement in Vince's car and he immediately asks for a raise.
One of the dinosaurs nearly fall off the cliff and squash Fred and Mr. Slate. Not a wrestling squash, a literal squash.
No. We get to that later.
But John Cena Stone saves the day, as is tradition at this time. Back in the office, Mr. Slate plays a nice rib on Fred by writing him a check and destroying it.
Oh.
Harmless rib.
Harmless?
That's a harmless rib.
Wow, Mr. Slate, that's awful generous. So you are mad.
Back at home, Fred's like, you know what? I'm going to be honest with my wife. I'm going to tell her that money's tight and the vacation is off. For a second, I'm like, good on you, Fred. That's maturity in your marriage. However, that's thrown out the window when Fred sees Wilma looking fine as hell.
This director was gooning on Wilma.
Wilma Flintstone.
Wilma's kind of bad. Gotta be honest. This director knows what he's doing.
I'm more of a Betty guy.
Oh, okay, I fuck with Betty. He was gonna tell Wilma that the vacation's off. Sees that she's looking fine as hell, and he's
Sees
just like, he's like, yeah, no worries, the vacation's happening. Like, what a piece of shit.
Well, he'll come up with something. He'll do anything. He'll do anything for
You want to hate Fred, but like this scene is really relatable. Any bad news or negativity can be abandoned because your girl looks fine that day.
Oh yeah.
The Flintstones and the Rubbles are on their way to the Water Buffalo Charity Carnival. Fred confides in Barney that they are not going on vacation, and he feels really guilty. Barney Rubble, the scumbag he is, straight up tells Fred that he's into his wife.
You should have seen her in that bikini.
I would have liked to have seen her in that bikini.
Damn.
What a piece of shit! What a terrible friend!
No, Fred is a shitty friend.
Well, they're both terrible.
But I would say Barney is the most innocent one in this movie. He gets fucked over in every scene.
But he's a great worker.
Let him goon on his wife. Let him goon on his wife, dude.
He is a great worker.
We'll
get to that after. The families arrive to the charity carnival. Something that you'll notice in the Flintstones, and this is nothing new, but I have to address it. There's a lot of animal abuse.
That's the only joke they got going for it.
Every facet of their lives revolve around some sort of animal
beating
slavery.
the shit out of dinosaurs or animals. Yeah. My question is, this came out in 2015, right?
Yeah.
What kid gives a fuck about the Flintstones during this time?
I don't know. Not many, I don't think.
Okay. But I just don't find the humor is like it's very slow and it just cuts to the animal like just looking at the hard cam saying, "Hey, this is life."
To this day, people still love Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo was always like, we had what's new Scooby-Doo, so many different iterations for different
Scooby-Doo, those characters are way more lovable.
Yeah, those characters are timeless.
Yeah, Flintstones is definitely a weird pull, but I think there was just like an experiment. They're like, let's try to bring back the Flintstones.
Flintstones isn't as timeless because like in the 60s, it came out at the perfect time.
I feel like it fits like that time exactly. Like it didn't really get more popular than that.
No, it didn't.
Like it had the live action movie, but
the only thing that really had going for it was the cereal. I fuck with Cocoa Pebbles a lot.
And the cigarette commercial.
And the cigarettes, of course. Have a cigarette, Bon.
Have this spliff, Bon.
You want to take a hit of the Benjamin Franklin, Bon? At the carnival, we see the Boulder twins manning a kissing booth. It's hard to tell them apart. They should have reanimated Nikki's boulders.
Hey.
I made a funny. To share a kiss with the boulders, it's 100 clams. I don't know the exact conversion rate, but that sounds like a lot.
That is, but hey.
Fucking carnies.
This is prehistoric times.
That's almost as much of a ripoff as Mercedes asking $100 a month for fans to text her. Like, get the fuck out of here.
For an extra 20 clams, you can get a signed 8x10.
There's a lot of simpies out there, bro, that will do that shit.
Including this man.
Clearly, yeah.
This man is a prehistoric simpleton. Mark's are gonna mark. This dude dumps a bag of money, gets a
bag of clams.
Bag of clams. Right. And he gets a peck on the cheek from both boulders. And
he gets bricked up to high heaven.
He presumably dies.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, he
From horniness.
he twists his own neck multiple times. He's probably dead.
He's most likely dead. Rest
He
in
killed
peace.
himself.
Rest in peace, brother.
Rest in peace, dude.
Fred and Barney have their own charity boxing booth for some reason. I don't know. It was never explained.
Boxaroo.
They're not the ones to box, however. More animal cruelty ensues as Barney puts boxing gloves on his pet Kangasaurus, Hoppy.
Hoppy kind of squashes through like a bunch of talent.
Oh, yeah. He squashes a lot of the undercard guys.
When I saw this scene, I just thought of the Michael Cole line, "Line him up, throw him over."
Fred is still down about his canceled vacation.
He's bummed out.
He's still keeping it from his wife, which is pretty fucked up.
He's kind of a piece of shit.
He is. However, he's motivated to come up with a legitimate way to make some money.
He is work. Yeah, he's a worker though. He is a worker. He just so happens to lie to his wife all the time.
Yeah. And what husband doesn't do that?
and put his he's also putting his friend in danger.
Jeopardy.
This is how the podcast started.
Yeah,
My
pretty
wife's
much.
like, my wife wanted to go on vacation. I'm like, I better start a wrestling podcast.
The boxing charity booth kicks off. Countless jobbers square up to Hoppy, but they're defeated one after another. In line, we see CM Punk Rock and Marble Henry. Kudos to Punk. He's actually selling his ass off here.
He's actually voice acting.
Yeah. He's doing a good job.
I like his Spider-Man tattoo. Like it looks like a Spider-Man suit, doesn't it?
I love Punk and Marble Henry. I can't believe I'm saying that.
Yeah.
CM Punk Rock. I'm sorry.
CM Punk Rock.
I love seeing them together as like a Bebop and Rocksteady duo.
Yeah, they're the big baddies of the movie.
Yeah.
I got this in the bag, Marble Henry.
I know you do, but seriously, you can just call me Marble.
Punk Rock is next up for the challenge, and he gets some great heat here. Great heat. He takes to the megaphone, and he starts cutting a scathing promo on poor Hoppy. Just absolutely embarrassing him. Shades of John Cena embarrassing Roman in 2017.
This is kind of sad, and it makes what's his name? Kangaroo? What's his name?
Hoppy.
It makes Hoppy kind of look like shit.
Yeah.
Because he's not doing anything about it.
No, he can't.
Just like a chicken shit baby face.
Hoppy can't cut a promo on the square. Barney is so offended by the promo that he shoots on CM Punk Rock with a dive to the opposite turnbuckle.
Coast to coast.
Yeah, he hits a coast to coast on Punk Rock. Seemingly, Punk Rock is down for the count, but he no-sells it and gets his receipt on Barney.
Damn, making him look like shit.
Unlike the TNA talent not catching Leon Slater at Rebellion, Fred catches Barney.
Oh, that's actually awesome from Fred. He catches him with no damage either.
No damage, and he gives him a pep talk. What a good friend for now.
For now,
what a good friend.
But then he throws him back.
Punk Rock hot dogs for the dozens in attendance until Barney shoulder checks him into the ropes. Punk flies out into Vince McMagma's Raw bar.
Oh, brother.
There he is.
Barney Rubble goes over clean in 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Solid opener, boys.
Damn. Not bad.
I have a feeling it's not over between these two men.
Sucks for Punk, man.
Yeah.
Looking weak.
He looks weak, but I'm sure he'll get his comeuppance.
That's McMagma for you.
After the contest, Fred sees literal dollar signs when the prehistoric marks nearly overflow that donation bucket. McMagma puts Fred over and the boys. I think Fred found a new way to make some money for his family.
That's such good shit, Fred.
Strangler Lewis, Toots Mond, Billy Sandow, Fred Flintstone, the fathers of professional wrestling. We go to the Rubble residence, and I gotta be honest, boys, this joke made me laugh.
And for this, I went to college.
It's funny as fuck. I'm sorry. Kyle has a straight face right now. Why? That's funny. Poor Barney is just trying to get ready for bed when all of a sudden Fred's at his fucking window. Want to book the territory, Bob?
Fred is like always at his window.
It's creepy.
Coming up with schemes.
Imagine
you're so pissed.
What would you do if you were taking a shit and I just come to your window?
I would be pissed.
Fred informs Barney that after what happened at the carnival, he wants to be a promoter. I imagine this is what it looked like when Tony went to his dad, Shad Khan.
While he's brushing his teeth.
The next day, Fred starts recruiting talent. He tries to sell John Cena Stone on his idea, and out of nowhere, Fred has an existential crisis.
I don't plan on breaking rocks my whole life.
None of us do, kid. None of us do.
Kids watching this were like, what the fuck? Every adult felt this shit. Cena Stone agrees to join the upstart promoter and helps Fred recruit some more talent. They recruit Rey Mysteriople. What?
Rey Mysterio, that's fucking hilarious.
And then he shouts the San Diego area code.
His gimmick.
When San Diego isn't even a thing yet.
Say your gimmick.
Say that gimmick, pal. They recruit The Undertaker, who doesn't have a punny name. He's just The Undertaker.
The Undertaker.
Yeah, he's The Undertaker.
You couldn't come up with anything?
No.
With that?
Nope. He's Taker. It was in his contract. They try to recruit Daniel Bryrock, but unfortunately, Tony Conrock has him under contract.
Yeah, why was he in this for 2 seconds? And they never
don't
showed
know.
up?
He's on the cover of the fucking DVD.
He's on the card, for God's sakes.
Card subject to change.
He's like one of the more like popular.
Oh,
like,
he was
wrestlers.
over his shit during this time. He should have been
He
like,
just has like a cameo.
yeah, but it was a fun cameo.
Honestly, this is like my favorite scene in this.
Yeah, they do the duck season, rabbit season type deal, right?
Yes, you do. No, I don't. No, you don't. Yes, I do.
Cena Stone says yes. Bryrock says
I just like
no.
seeing Brian just getting his shit in.
It was adorable. Barney runs into CM Punk Rock, and Punk Rock didn't forget that Barney tried shooting on him yesterday. It's about to be backstage at Wembley.
Yeah, it's gonna be Jack Perry up in this.
Until the babyfaces come in for the save. Mario liked that joke.
Backstage. Oh, that's funny.
Taker strikes fear into the heels.
Your ice cream's melting.
Come on, Marble Henry.
This is cinema. Fred, our adoring protagonist, lies to his wife and family yet again. He tells Wilma he's going to a poker game when in reality, Fred is booking the hottest new indie fed at the Cobblestone County Fairgrounds.
Why doesn't he not tell her?
Because he's a piece of shit. He's
like,
a
there's
terrible
no reason
husband.
to hide it. Like,
No,
you're making money, dude. You're
No.
booking the territories. That's all.
He's hiding it from his wife. He's a fucking asshole. Holy shit, look at that line.
This is a good crowd.
In Fred,
We got a great house here.
we broke a lot of records tonight. This is the
This
biggest.
is the largest gate.
This is the largest gate we've ever had. I want to thank my pal Ari Emanuel Rock. In Gorilla, Fred basically says to Barney, "Look at those fucking marks."
They're in Gorilla.
They're in Gorilla, just looking at the crowd. Look at all those motherfuckers.
We call those mocks, Bon.
He's been in the business for not even a day, and he's already gone toxic.
He's gone over his head already.
Fred sees his talent slacking off, and he immediately takes charge. He takes away their phones. He tells them what to wear. You said he sexually assaulted Rey Mysterio?
He rips his suit off.
Yeah, that's kind of strange.
And Ray's like, how do you know I was wearing this ring gear?
Oh, God damn.
And Fred's like, hey, I didn't. I just wanted to see a cock and balls.
He gaslights Barney into having an unscheduled match tonight.
Unsanctioned.
He gaslights him completely. He's just like, oh, your wife and family will be so happy when you're
Your
a big
wife's
time.
going to be really hot in the beach. Think of her.
This man's a monster.
And then they think of Undertaker in nice pink tight.
See his bulge in his fucking ass cheeks.
Yeah, you see Undertaker's cheeks.
Look at his bulge.
Are these things supposed to be this tight? They're creeping up something terrible.
Fred opens up the show with like a Triple H opening where like there's a spotlight. And he's like, get ready for the future.
Our opening contest is John Cena Stone versus Rey Mysterio. Two baby faces. That's interesting booking.
Very interesting.
Sounds like a good match on paper.
But they have no idea what wrestling is.
It's revealed that neither of them know how to work.
They don't know how to do that.
It's a work, fellas.
Come up with something.
Grab a hold.
Is this what Eric Bischoff was telling Jeff Hardy?
Dude, I was thinking about that. One scorpion death drop and you're out of here. That's fucking terrible. The match kicks off with some flexing and a very dangerous looking pile driver to Rey Mysterio.
That was like a Street Fighter
I'm
roll.
saying, look, take a look at that ring, man. Like
It's literally hard as a rock.
It's fucking like thick concrete or rock, whatever.
Poor guy. He got CTE.
And that's pretty much it, boys.
Not even a pin.
The men proceed to break kayfabe, and the audience
Ray
is
gets
pissed.
right back up.
Yeah.
There's no
He's
there's
like
no
Austin,
pin.
Yeah, Ray was like Austin Aries at Bound for Glory. Just got up immediately.
It's hilarious.
The crowd is fucking heated after these men break character.
So is Fred.
Oh, dude, -5 stars from Dave Meltzer Stone.
This is like the curtain call rock.
Yes! It was like the curtain call rock Stone thing. I don't fucking know.
Stone gem. Boulder.
I fucking hate these puns. Fred takes to the mic and he announces the main event. A 2-match card? Sure. It's Barney Rubble versus The Undertaker.
And Barney is completely unaware of this.
No! No,
Poor guy.
Fred just threw him to the wolves.
Barney doesn't really know how to work, but he figures it out in the ring.
He does. Undertaker calls everything.
He calls all the spots.
All the whole budget definitely went to Undertaker's pyro, because look at that.
Oh, it's great.
They brought the smoke out and everything.
And we're not kidding when we say that this is just The Undertaker, because it even says it in the movie.
Hey, buddy, I just realized I never caught your name.
The Undertaker.
The match starts off with Barney being a chicken shit, but I think that's a shoot.
That is a shoot, yeah.
Fred, the great friend he is, turns it into a Hell in a Cell match.
Exactly. This gets way worse.
Poor Barney is terrified, and rightfully so. Fred scales the cage and gives his friend some encouragement. Just kidding. He drops him from the top of the cell.
This is like one of the craziest Hell in a Cell matches I've ever seen.
Oh, it's up there.
Where's the ref? Why is there no ref in this?
And Barney doesn't even hook the leg, dude. He's so green.
No, he just sits on him. Finish of the match, Barney lands on Taker and nearly gets the dub until his bitch wife comes in for the distraction.
Aww.
Taker reverses and gets the 1-2-3 on Barney. Do you think Taker had some creative input on this movie? I'm not laying down for Barney, bro.
I'm not laying down for him.
After the match, the wife stormed the ring to confront their husbands. Though Fred lied to his wife, she's got to respect the hustle.
They're working their ass off out there.
In 2 days, this man started up an indie fed.
As selfish as Fred is.
And he booked the biggest arena in Bedrock. Like, that's got to count for something. When it's revealed that Fred has enough money to go on vacation,
They turn that shit around.
Yeah, the ladies aren't even mad anymore.
They're vibing.
I ain't saying she a gold digger. Fred promises to his wife and friends that his days of booking are over. All it takes is a compliment from Mr. McMagma, and he turns heel yet again.
As typical McMagma does, he brings that devil out in you.
Oh, yeah. He brings out the worst in people. Fred becomes so blinded by his own avarice. He has a funny little dream sequence.
Looking like a booker.
He's crazy. The next day, Fred quits his job, blows his money on clothes and jewelry. Behind Barney's back, he books a rematch with Punk Rock and Barney the very same night. Like, the wrestling business has corrupted this man.
Give him some rest. Give Barney some rest. He just had a hell of a Hell in a Cell match. He was doing flippy shit on top of the cell, too.
This is FFE. No days off, brother.
Damn.
For the second time in this film, Fred scares the shit out of Barney before bed.
He walks in on him pissing.
Yeah.
This man,
or was he jerking off? We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. He lifts the toilet up. He's about to come in the toilet.
He has his phone. He has his phone on the seat. Come on, everybody does that.
Barney.
Also, what in the Adobe After Effects is that vest? It fucking hurts my eyes. Jesus
Super shiny.
Christ. Fred tells Barney that not only he's back in business, but he signed a TV deal and he booked a rematch between Barney and Punk. I'm sorry, Punk Rock.
Tonight. Is it not tonight?
It's tonight.
Jesus Christ.
Justified. Barney's like, what the fuck?
They can't just call it on the fly like that.
No, you got to give him some time in advance. It's like when Punk got out of surgery and Vince is like, "Oh, you're doing a TLC match with Ryback." That's basically, yeah.
You're working Ryback, Barney.
You're working with steroid guy.
I feel so bad for Barney.
Me too.
But he's a great worker.
He is. He is a great worker. It's a damn shame.
He brings the best out of everyone.
He does. After Barney tries to talk some sense into his friend, Fred seemingly sees the errors of his ways.
But it's such good shit, Barney.
By the way, just kidding about Fred seeing the error in his ways. He still sees dollar signs.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna get all the clams.
You say something?
Nope, not a word.
This man has more turns in this movie than The Big Show.
Oh, God.
He's the worst person. We're at the finish line, boys. Fred Flintstone Entertainment presents the Saturday Night Spectacle live from the Bedrock Sports Arena. I gotta make this arena in Duque. I do.
Great stage.
It's a good stage.
It's a very good look.
Arena. Got a couple cameramen, too. That's awesome.
He went all out. He went all out.
Three-man commentary booth.
So here's the thing. He can't afford to take his family on vacation, but he blows his money on a TV deal and booking an arena.
Yeah, I'm sure he had enough clams. He doubled down on it.
Yeah,
he's clam hungry.
He's clam hungry. He's got clam fever, as they say.
You got Titantron now. Gracious.
It is a great Titantron.
Big Titantron.
Got to put him over. Fred kicks off the show with a passionate promo. When the crowd chants for Barney, Barney's really over, by the way. Fred buries him on the mic.
This is like Vince Russo
Shooting on Hogan?
shooting on Hogan.
I promise you'll never see that piece of shit ever again.
Fred's top guys are not happy about this.
Undertaker is a locker room leader.
He is. Barney is a great worker, and the boys don't appreciate Fred throwing shade on live television.
A shoot promo
He's
on
just shot
live
on him.
TV. That's
Now I
fucked
know
up.
you've had some sunny days, Bon. That would have been funny.
Oh, fuck.
Cena, Stone, and the gang stage a walkout due to Fred's unprofessionalism. It's at this moment when Fred turns babyface yet again. I know it's a stupid movie for kids, but objectively speaking, this redemption arc was not earned.
No, not at all.
Like, all it took was the boys walking out, and now he realizes he's a dick?
It took Taker to smash his glasses for him to realize
He deserved
that he's
it.
a son of a bitch.
He deserved it.
They got to hurry it up, and they just finish the movie. So
Yeah, they're at the finish line. There's 8 minutes left. He's got to turn babyface. Take him home, Bon.
That kanga hop loving shrimpo Barney dumbbell.
Fred overhears CM Punk Rock cutting a prehistoric pipe bomb on Barney and the Fed. Punk Rock gets nuclear heat. The crowd wants Barney. Fred takes to the Titantron and tells Punk that since Barney is a no-show, he'll have to face Punk Rock himself.
Is he? I don't understand why they had to put him on a Titantron like that. Like the hard cam should be on the left. I don't like this angle here.
No, this is really
yeah,
weird.
they're not
because
looking at the Titantron.
They're looking at Fred, who is on the Titantron, but he's also in front of them.
He's like Naito. He like rips his suit, rips his pants, and
He's
has
Naito.
his wrestling gear. I wish.
I wish this would have been a 10 out of 10 movie. We cut to the Rubbles and the Flintstones at home as they conveniently see Fred getting his ass kicked on TV. Television. In 10,000 BC. I know you got to
Yeah.
suspend your disbelief.
Like, were
but-
they actually getting together for pay-per-view night? Like, I don't understand. Like, it's just on TV? That's the only thing that was on?
That's the only thing that
So
was
I'm
on.
telling you, it's
Did they not
whole-
see the promo that Fred cut? They just noticed it while he was getting his ass kicked?
Right.
It's really weird. Fred gets absolutely bodied by Punk Rock, Marble
He gets
Henry.
shot on.
He does get shot on. Even the Boulder Twins.
Boulder Twins lift him up for something.
A little smooch.
Oh, a smooch. Okay.
And then Wilma, watching at home, says the most meta shit about the Bella Twins.
Because all the well-toned muscle and overpriced hair product in the world can't save them.
Now that's just a
bodied.
shoot. Fred gets nearly obliterated by the heels, but the baby faces come for the save just at the nick of time. The crowd pop huge when CM Punk Rock and John Cena Stone square off.
It's like one of the most anticipated matches in the
Oh, yeah.
prehistoric time.
Dude, this
rivalry was popping off.
This rivalry spans eras, apparently. Cena's music plays, and it's
louder than everything. It's
it's a feel-good moment. I'm not kidding. This is a better main event than Cena and Cody.
oh,
Seriously, not a fiend in sight.
there was more Rock in this match than
Literally.
Cody and Cena.
Finish of the match, Punk Rock gets thrown out of the ring yet again, goes for a sneak attack on Fred, but Barney Rubble, from out of nowhere, jumps Punk Rock.
He's so tiny compared to fucking
So small! And what's Barney's finish? He just thrusts his balls
fucks
into
his face.
He thrusts his balls into
Not a bad finish.
After the match, the Boulder Twins get thwarted by the wives. Bam Bam fucks up Marble Henry.
Damn, no credibility on Marble Henry's end.
It's really
Always
sad.
burying him.
Poor guy. It's a feel-good ending, guys. It's a feel-good ending.
Mark Henry should have world's strongest slam Bam Bam.
He should have.
Killed him.
That's a great debut for Bam Bam.
It is, but man,
It's a
you gotta
great
pay
run-in.
your fucking dues if you're gonna go against the world's strongest man.
Fred apologizes to Barney for being a greedy carny,
Hey, fuck you.
and the families walk into the sunset. Outside the arena, Fred resigns and hands over the business to Mick Magma. And I guess, canonically, this was the formation of WWE.
Yeah, it was.
I'm gonna make the biggest sports entertainment company in the world, even if it takes me 65 million years.
I feel like this whole movie was a setup for that.
Fred gives me the business. I create wrestling. And I steal the Bella Twins.
The Boulders.
The Boulder Twins.
Great boulders. In our final scene, all loose ends are tied. Fred got his job back, and the families finally take
Why
their
did
trip.
he get his job back?
Because he claimed disability. For real. He did.
Really?
Yeah.
Turns out clam fever is an actual medical condition.
Though they're at peace now, Fred's maniacal schemes undoubtedly tainted his marriage and his friendship with Barney.
And now, canonically, pro wrestling doesn't exist, only sports entertainment.
That's true. There is no such thing as wrestling. It's a dirty word. Fred vows that he's done with harebrained schemes until it's announced that there's a karaoke contest at Acapulco for a chance to be at Prehistoric Idol.
Oh, come on. Give me a break.
That's the next movie.
Fred and Barney ditch their wives yet again, and they all have a big laugh. It's like this movie didn't have a lesson, and it was a complete waste of time. And this was Stone Age Smackdown, boys.
It's a harmless watch.
It was harmless indeed, Kyle. And something that the audience should know, if you rent this movie on YouTube or Amazon, not only are you treated to the movie itself, but you're also treated to a little behind-the-scenes thing at the end.
When you sent me this, it finished really quickly, and there was so much footage left. So I watched the end, and they show a bunch of behind-the-scenes like stuff, and has the wrestlers like looking miserable and tired, just wanting to make the next town, but they're forced to make these interviews and do these interviews and stuff and voice acting. The director also, he has to be like high as fuck because he's like trying to give like an artistic explanation to everything.
Yeah.
Where it's just a shitty put together cartoon.
It's a
you
bottom
don't
of
have to explain everything.
It's a bottom of the barrel direct to DVD movie, and he's acting like it's fucking Kevin Feige and like creating the saga.
There are some things like that didn't really make any sense to me because he's saying like, "Oh, we made sure to implement all the wrestlers' unique moves." What? What unique moves?
There were no unique moves.
Cena doesn't do his finish. He does a Zangief pile driver.
Yeah.
I don't know what Undertaker does.
He does kind of do a tombstone, but it's like up in the air, and he tombstones him like in the
Undertaker?
air. Yeah, at the
Okay,
I'm pretty sure he does like
Rey
for some
Mysterio doesn't
reason.
do any of his moves.
He doesn't do a
619.
619.
No
No
619.
Actually, I don't think Ray gets any offense in this movie. To be honest with
He
you.
just takes a bump
Yeah, this dude's
and no-sells it and kills the business.
It's like art imitates life because, like Fred Flintstone, this dude's a fucking carny. All right, boys, that was Stone Age Smackdown. Kyle, you said it best. It was harmless.
harmless. It was a harmless rib.
A harmless rib from me to make you watch this movie.
it
But
was.
honestly, I had a good time revisiting this movie, talking about it.
It's fine. It was,
Putting a pro wrestling's real kind of twist on this.
I think it's kind of cute and charming. I like seeing a Flintstones version of CM Punk. That being like in canon is really funny.
That's so funny.
But Flintstones just isn't my thing. I just don't find the rock shit funny. Scooby-Doo has way more charm and characters.
So what you're saying is you want to do WrestleMania Mystery.
I mean, I would rather watch that. I would.
All right,
but-
noted.
Race one is fun too because Dusty's in that one.
Dusty is
Oh
in that
shit,
one.
that's great. Is it voiced by Dusty?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's awesome.
Oh man, I want to watch that.
Mario, brother, your thoughts on Stone Age Smackdown?
Hey man, it's a movie. It's definitely
Barely.
a movie. Well, you know, it is harmless fun. It's just like, I'll just watch a stupid movie that's surrounded by wrestling, and as stupid as it sounds, it's kind of an interesting look at the history of wrestling, where it's like. Like
how Fred invents wrestling.
Yeah,
Fred invented wrestling.
He invents sports entertainment.
But guys, thank you so much. If you've made it this far, we really, really appreciate it. As always, we fucking love you. Thank you so much for your support, and we will catch you next time. As for Wrestling's Real, I'm Andy. That's Kyle. That's Mario. And Kyle, you got to say something?
Fred's got to be like one of the worst bookers ever. Like, he's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit friend.
On that note, boys and girls, thank you again for watching, and remember, wrestling is real.
It was really designed to kind of introduce his vision and announce some of the performers that were going to be associated with him. But it turned into more of a circus.
It was far-fetched, but it wasn't, because the entire wrestling business is far-fetched. His belief in his own words made people around him want to believe. And, you know, when he's telling you this is going to be one of the greatest wrestling promotions, I thought, this is the man who's going to mix Hollywood and sports entertainment in a way that not even Mr. McMahon had done.